Hi, I'm Stefan Lafrance from Trip Race Parts, the inventor of the Ultimate Siper. We're going to do a quick video on how to put your Ultimate Siper together. First of all, we have our frame and our kit of bolts. Let's this frame for a P&M machine. This machine has 3 legs. Most machines have 3 legs, but this P&M machine has the bottom leg is on an angle, so you got a short leg in the front and a long leg in the back, and your backbone is going to go up here. So I usually get (9/16) short socket. That through, just like so. Get it started. Like this. Bottom leg there on. Do the same thing over here. For your top piece. Now that you have all 3 legs put on the frame, let's go to the... Now that we got the frame bolted together, we're going to put it on the P&M machine. You line it up with this backbone, and then you're going to take a marker. Oh, get it there. You mark your hole. So, all right, and then we're going to drill the machine. So now that we got the machine all bolted up, this is what it should look like. Now that we got the frame done, we'll get the machine ready to put on the frame. First thing you got to do is get the 4 bolts off the bottom off. Now we're ready to put the machine on. First thing, we got to make sure that we put the brake pad in here. Before we put it on the machine. Now we're going to put the bolts back on. Now that you have the machine put on the frame, always good to put a little lube on the rail so it slides nicely. Put the tire on. I know that's not a big deal, but make sure you put your 5 lug nuts on tight, because any flex in this machine is going to affect the quality of your cut. Now that we have the tire on, we got to make sure that you got at least 40 pounds of air in the tire. Reason is, when you push the cover in, it can't have no flex. The more flex, the less good results you're going to get. So here we go. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to mark the tire so you know where you start and you finish. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to see if we can set the tracking on this machine. I used a used tire that we ground down so we can do tests with it. Obviously you should use a clean used tire to do your setup. This is a 3/16 by 3/16 deep ring siper. We're going to come and we're going to go right to the middle track of your tire, just like that. And we're going to, all right, we're going to set our tracking. So we're going to do a test cut right in the middle, and at the same time we're going to see how hard you're going to push on your machine. You want the blades to be all the way in against the spacers. So the best way to look at it is when you start going, you just look above your machine and see, right now you see light, but when we start, we don't want to see any light between the blade and the tire. Here we go, we're going to start. Go a little faster than that. Just like that, you don't see no light. Now that we did one lap around, I can tell that we're within 1/8 of the tracking, so that's pretty good. And you see how the sipes, yeah, you pull them apart here like this, and they're well cut. All right, so now we are ready to sipe the tire. We're going to start the right, so we're going to move right to that last rung. And you angle your head for your side sipe here, and you lock your brake so it doesn't run out and cut your sidewall. Right on the top here you can see there's no gap between the blades. That means you're cutting all the way through. And here we come to our line. Now, if your machine is tracking to the right or to the left, simple adjustment is 4 bolts here to loosen, and you just turn the head the which way you want it to pull back. Back the line here. Like that. Perfect. Now that we got all the ring sipes done, we're going to do the horizontal sipes next. I like to start on the right side. We're going to do side cut with the lock here. Oh, my line right here, and we are ready to go. Now you got to make sure that it turns slow for best results. If you go on the side, you're going to see there's no gap. There's no gap. If you want to show over here, your horizontal sipes does not show much, but if you pull, you'll see all the sipes are in there. Because the sipes are 12 thou thick and doing in a cold tire, no heat. so it doesn't seal it, but they don't look like it, but as soon as you pull, they're there. Next run. Next row. Now that we're cutting this tire, notice the speed that we're doing the horizontal cuts. The ring sipes can go a little faster, but this is for best results. All right, so this is how you sipe a tire with the Ultimate Siper. Important tips: 40 pounds of pressure in the tire. Make sure that your machine is not loose, it's nice and stiff to get the best results. If you got more questions, you could always message me on Facebook, Stéphane Lafrance, or on our Facebook page, Trick Race Parts.